Blacks-only places are a terrible and evil concept. Congrats. You're doing exactly what the KKK wants you to. Edit, this is inaccurate and I should have phrased it differently, splitting people up by race. It is a bad and evil idea to divide people by race or banning certain races from places. It also alienates people who would otherwise agree with your larger goals. I don't think most people organizing these places are racist, but the concept of division based on race is definitely racist. It's also counterproductive as people are less likely to agree with your larger agenda. University of Toronto started having black-only graduation ceremonies, https://www.cbc.ca/news/canada/Toronto/University of Toronto Black Graduation 1. 417-2742, a few years ago, so as part of inclusivity initiatives. How's that for irony? Pretty sure this happens in the States too. When I learned about it, I had a very what the cinnamon toast f\*ck is this moment. In a nutshell, it's just white people only, except it's for black people. It's honestly fucked. I hate that race is becoming more of a dividing factor in society again. I don't care if the intentions are good or bad, I'm always going to be against segregationist policies and groups based on race. I couldn't care less about intentions. The end result is always an us vs them mentality, and that just leads to more racism across the board. Edit, to all the people saying only a white person. I wanna ask, why are you so happy to dismiss someone solely based off race, and why do you feel that it's okay for you to discriminate based on race but not for others to do the same? It's amusing to see people defending actual segregation as a weapon against racism now. Each day it becomes harder to distinguish masterful trolling from actual insanity here. Here's joke from ex-USSR countries about USA now. After news about how BLM activists claims for black-only zones, black-only works and etc., last of KKK disbands in shame due to how unproductive they were. Segregation once again. Good job, America. You fucked yourself in the name of social justice. That's a thing. Yes, we fight against racism, so let's segregate people with other people of the same skin color, as that's the place they belong to, so we can help end racism. Any form of segregation is fucking stupid. Like, wow, tear us apart some more, that's genius. What about mixed race people who don't wanna be ashamed of being part white? Can't we just have a healthy level of pride in every culture without superiority? I'm black and have never heard of any blacks-only places. Sounds illegal. Is it like those women-only concerts/festivals that exist in Scandinavia so women don't feel threatened? It's insane how people try to explain how this concept isn't racist. Dude, totally. I am not American, so when I first saw the black people Twitter and white people Twitter subs here on Reddit, I was so confused and thought it is stupid and unnecessary. But then I experienced the weirdest and most racist thing ever. I wanted to comment in a thread in black people Twitter like I saw something funny and just wanted to add a joke. Then their moderation messaged me that you need to take a picture of your arm to prove whether you are black or other person of color or white. Like, what the fuck? How fucking racist is that? And since I am white, they also mentioned they need us to send an essay or something. Haha, just for a Reddit sub? That's crazy, and I just wanted to write a stupid comment, but oh okay, I guess I won't bother. I just realized how racist can people be. Wait till this one gets removed too. I'm Chaz, you have to pay $10 to every black person you meet. I'm sure the white supremacists would like it. It's okay if they do it, but whites are simply not allowed to have a racial consciousness. I never used to think about myself as white, but the term POC means I have no choice. It basically unifies everyone in opposition to me. There is a difference between a black/queer/trans/Vietnamese/Muslim/Swedish owned space that is black/queer/trans/Vietnamese/Muslim/Swedish inclusive, and A black/queer/trans/Vietnamese/Muslim/Swedish owned space that is exclusive of non-black/queer/trans/Vietnamese/Muslim/Swedish. Many people conflate the two. Sometimes when proposing them, sometimes when rebutting them. The purpose of the former is to create a space that is founded in cultural/ideologically aligned frameworks, and is safe for the culture/ideology is was built for, but open for everyone. The purpose of the latter is to segregate. Churches are a great example of the former. You'd be insane to go to a Baptist sermon and expect them to read from the Torah, but ideally you would not be kicked out for arriving at a Baptist church wearing a yarmulke if you were interested in simply being a part of the sermon and participating in it as a member. HBCU are also great examples of the former, as they are historically black spaces that readily accept non-black students, but the culture at the college is intended to be focused towards black students, though there is some debate regarding that. LOL. White-only water fountains are a great example of the latter. I've never heard of this, but if this stuff exists then I can see why aliens think we're dumb. I'm reading through these comments. It's an absolute mess. How is this an unpopular opinion? I agree. However, not all black people supported desegregation. Malcolm X was quite the opposite of a Klan member, but he supported separatism in that the races would be separate socially, but under the law their rights are equal. I believe this is where the blacks-only spaces are coming from. Unlike Malcolm X, the KKK supported segregation at the expense of minorities in that the races are separate but unequal, with white people obviously being superior. I just wanted to clarify that I wouldn't necessarily call it what the KKK wants. I don't agree with blacks-only spaces because I hate the clique Y environment, coming from a black person myself. Edit. Some people have mentioned the Malcolm X abandoned these views later in life. Duly noted. I appreciate this information. I hate these. I, a black person, cannot comprehend what is going on in their minds. This is what we are fighting, except the races are reversed. Blacks only won't help us whatsoever. Alternate note, how would this even be enforceable? Would light-skinned black people be required to show pedigree papers? Are they going to keep out people who don't look black enough? R/black people Twitter, they ask you to send them a picture of your skin to be verified.